Hey guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. It's a Friday morning, 9:41 a.m. in the morning. I do not expect anyone to be here. So hopefully you guys will catch this on the replay. If there's anyone here, just come on in and say hello. Just say hello to me. Just say good morning. I won't bite. I promise you, I will not bite. Just say what's up, say hello, say good morning. Good morning to you if you are here. Good morning, A Israel. Good morning to you. Well, you're here. I'm not going to stay on here for too long. I just came on here to share something with you guys real quick, and then I'm just going to hop off of here. I know it's early. Good morning. Oh, you guys are come on in the room. Shalom. Good morning. Hey, my Facebook people. I am streaming in Facebook, yes. And good morning to you guys on Facebook. All right. Hey, Sister Erica, how are you, girl? Good morning. I just want to share something with y'all. I'm like, I saw this morning. I woke up to this nonsense, and I'm like, I got to share this with my people. So I promise I will not stay here for too long. Okay. So just give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. Let me just share this in other places so people can come on in the room, because you guys are really need to sit and listen to what I'm about to say. You guys know the story of Noah and the ark, right? You know how Noah was warning the people, whether you want to believe the story or not, right? It's a story, and that story resonate with us today, right? You have someone warning the people, just warning, and nobody listened to him until shit hits the fan, right? Till all hell broke loose, right? And everybody got destroyed, almost, right? This is pretty much what we're living in today. With I'm talking to so-called Black folks. We're not prepared. We're not prepared at all. And I just want to share something with you guys real quick. But just give me a second, and let me just share this live in a few places. All right, and allow some people to come on in the room. Okay.
Are you struggling with type 2 diabetes, parasite infection, urinary tract infection, an enlarged prostate or prostate cancer, dandruff, inflammatory illnesses, and digestive issues like acid reflux and irritable bowel syndrome? Our 14-day parasite cleanse will slowly help your body to eliminate these conditions and more. Visit grassrootbotanicals.com for the full instruction on how to complete the parasite cleanse and take back your health.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Okay, I'm just going to get right into video right now and share my screen in a second. Okay, so here's what I want to talk to you guys about, right? I'm going to share my screen quickly. Right there. Let me read it for y'all, for those of you who can't see it. It said, CDC says fully vaccinated people spread the Delta variant and should wear masks. Yeah, y'all can go look it up. This is from Yahoo News. This is also on other news site, NBC, and other places as well. CDC says fully vaccinated people who took the needle, spread the disease or whatever they want to call it these days, variant, blah, 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 and should now be wearing masks. Okay? Okay. Let me stop sharing my screen. Thank you. I don't know who you are. It says Facebook user, but thank you so much. Y'all see that, right? So what they're doing, let me say this to my people, okay? Because I only care about you guys. Let me say this to my people. Something is coming this fall. They have something prepared for us. And when I say us, I mean so-called Black folks, because all of this is for us, nobody else. The only problem is everybody else is getting caught up in the storm, right? Everybody, they created this whole thing for us, mainly us. But everybody else, a little bit of each group is getting caught up in the mess. And they didn't expect us to be on top of our game. But let me say this to you guys. Something is coming this fall. They have been planning this. Something is coming this fall. And the reason I use Noah and the ark as an example earlier, right? I'm going to say this. Black people, so-called Black people. Let me say this to you guys, right? The Chinese people, the Indian people, the Europeans, all these other so-called races, their number one goal is to plan and prepare. They're living their whole life planning and preparing and gathering for their own group, their own individual group. We are the only one that is sitting back, turned up, hot girl summer all day long, turning up, right? And we're not prepared. We are not prepared. We're not preparing. We're out here. It's summertime right now. We're out here sucking up the Burger Kings, sucking up the hot dogs and burger at the park, at your little barbecue, right? You're not preparing. You're not preparing. Something is coming this fall. I'm telling you guys right now, something is going to hit. And here's what's going to happen. Let me tell you guys what's going to happen to majority of our people, right? What's going to happen to majority of us is we're going to turn up this summer, right? And then come fall comes around, and then we start the sniffles, and then we start the coughing, and then we start the sneezing, and then we start the headache and whatever else, right? And then we rush to the emergency room. That's the first thing we're going to do. Rush right to the emergency room. And then what happened? They got you. They got you right where they want you because you didn't spend the entire summer turned up. You don't give a damn about your health. You're not cleansing. You're eating everything in your sight. All the processed food, all the fast food, all the junk food. You don't give a rat's behind about your health. You don't even care about your children's health. At the first sign of sniffles and coughing and sneezing, you're going to get scared and you're going to take your child to the emergency room. That's what you're going to do. Why? Because you did not prepare yourself all summer long. You did not do anything to either take care of yourself or your children's health. What have you done for your child lately? What have you done for your children lately? Your children's health lately? Have you given them a cleanse? Have you given your children a cleanse? When was the last time you gave your child some herb? Yes, children should drink herbs too. It's not just for adults. What have you done for your children lately? That's what a lot of our people are going to do. As soon as fall hits, you know, that's why this thing happens in the fall. Have you noticed? Because they know we are sun people. Our body thrive in the sun. Their bodies don't. Black folks' body, we thrive in the sunlight. This is why when every year they come around, it's always something happening in the winter. Take your flu shot in the winter. Take this in the winter. There's always some outbreak in the wintertime, in the cold season, because they know that is when Black folks are at our weakest point. You see, what are you preparing? What are you doing to prepare for the winter, guys? That's the question I'm asking you guys, because you see that, right? They're preparing. They are preparing, and they're telling the people who have already gotten the shot, y'all are going to have to wear your mask. So now, guess what's going to happen to the people who have not taken the shot? Oh, all eyes are on you. All eyes are on you. They're going to ask you to strap up, mask up, 5, 6, 7 masks. Oh, you remember in New York City, they tell you got to put on double mask? Oh, yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. And when you haven't taken care of yourself now, it's going to get worse in the wintertime. Whatever it is that they're doing out there, listen, I've been telling people from the very beginning, from this thing started back last year, back in the springtime last year, I have been telling people that they are spraying us. It's the grace of the Most High, right? Why a lot of us have not dropped dead already, because they're spraying us with something, okay? They're spraying us with something. And I've been telling people, whatever we're inhaling, it is best to continue to flush the system out on a regular basis. Flush it out. If you haven't started yet, now is the time to start, because you're going to need it for this, what's coming, for what they have planned for us in the fall. You're going to need it. Flush the system out. They're all preparing. Black folks are the ones that are not prepared. I'm telling you guys right now, you're not prepared for what they have coming in the fall and the winter. A lot of y'all guys are going to get caught out there. You're going to end up in the hospital. Let me tell you guys something. You know the people who they're targeting? I'm going to say this to you guys. They are targeting overweight people, because they know that overweight people automatically have a weakened immune system. That's a fact. When you're overweight, you have excess waste sitting in your system. It's just excess weight. That's just a fact. Okay. Majority of the people that I know that passed away from this thing, right, were overweight and elderly, right? The elderly does not take care of themselves. They don't have the knowledge to do so. They don't know about the natural remedies. They don't practice that. Overweight people are simply not taking care of themselves, right? And the parents are not taking care of the children. So I'm warning you guys. I promised I wasn't going to stay on here too long, and I'm not. Okay, but I'm warning you guys. The children needs to start cleansing now. Otherwise, they're going to end up in the ER. Your children are going to end up. Now they're saying that if you're sending your kids to school, all the kids, all the way down to pre-K, they're all going to have to be wearing the mask. Imagine you're a little baby in pre-K running around school all day in a mask, right? But that's the agenda right now, because everyone is expected to take this needle. And if you don't, and you end up in the medical institution, in those emergency room, they're going to make sure you catch something. They're going to make sure. They're going to make sure that they diagnose you with something. So keep at it, people. Keep at it. This is a warning. This is just a warning. I'm telling you guys, you're going to look back at this video. You're going to remember. The Most High is going to make you remember. Sister Malika was warning us. She was telling us something is coming. You need to, what am I telling you guys to do? I am telling you guys to prepare your bodies, because your body is at war with these people. This is the bottom line. Your body is what they want. Your body is what they're going after. Your bodies are at war with these people. They want to put something inside of you, and they're going to do it any means necessary. You need to fight back by taking care of your body, taking care of your health, for God's sakes, man. That's how you fight back. Take care of your health. That is how you fight back. Get rid of the burgers. Get rid of the hot dogs. Cleanse the system. Get rid of the sodas. Cleanse the system regularly. Stop taking the medication if you don't have to. Get on the herbs, man. Get on the herbs that the Most High gave us. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to give you guys some resources, and then I'm going to get off, okay? Sometimes I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. Sometimes I do feel like I'm beating a dead horse. But I'm sure that's how the brothers that are teaching out there in the streets, that's how they feel sometimes. Sometimes I really, think that, sometimes you just feel like you're beating a dead horse. Sometimes I feel like Noah when he was warning the people. It's like, you know what I mean? You do a live, you get off the live, and everybody just go back to their life, right? Just go back to their regular life. Guys, if you're in the room, hit the like button. It's the least you can do. It's the very least you can do. A little common courtesy. Hit the like button, please, right? Just 1 second, okay? All right, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Sister Malika, what can we do to prepare our system? I got people calling my phone asking me that all the time. What can we do to prepare our system? Because that's the main question people are asking, right? The herbalists, the people who deal with herbs. What do we do to prepare our body against illnesses, right? Number one, you got to take a look at yourself and take a look. Just walk around your kitchen, open up your cupboard, open up your refrigerator, take a look at the things that you are buying from your local supermarket and stacking up in your house. All of your packaged stuff that has absolutely no nutrients whatsoever, no nutrients that is supporting the health of your body. Those are the things that you need to stay away from. Your biscuits, your crackers, your pasta, your bread. I don't care if they use gold dust to make your bread, okay? Because people keep asking me, what about this brand? What about this bread? And blah, 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 blah. I don't care if they use the clouds from the sky to make the bread. It's called processed food, and it's no good for you. I don't eat bread, okay? Except one Passover when, it's processed food, okay? If you know how to can, I suggest you start canning. All right. What do you do to keep the system healthy? Number one, like I said, look around your kitchen. Look at the crap you have in your house. Consider the things that are going to make you healthier, right? The stuff that comes naturally from the earth. Those are the things that you should be eating now, especially now in the summertime when the farmers market are out, right? It's summertime, which means there are fresh fruits and veggies and plant foods and root vegetables and everything else is out there. Fresh food that you can take home and cook, right? Those are the things that you need to be consuming right now to prepare your body for the fall, right? Fresh plant food, fresh food that comes from a plant. Just think of anything that comes from plant that you can consume. That's what you should be eating right now. And your children as well. Don't eat the good stuff and then take your children to McDonald's. That's foolishness, right? And then you need to cleanse. You need to flush the system. Get rid of the buildup of waste that is trapped in your colon and the intestinal organs. Yes, it's in there. Trust me. That's why a lot of us are walking around with big gut, right? Sisters and brothers, your gut is swollen. A lot of gas and a lot of excess weight Even some people who are slim, you see them with a big gut because you have things trapped in your intestinal organs, waste that needs to come out. You need to cleanse those things out, clean it out, do a cleanse, right? For those of you who are watching, if you've never done a cleanse before, I'm going to show you guys how to do a cleanse, right? That's a start. You need to drink things and eat things that are going to provide your body and boost the immune system. Let me give you guys some simple things that can boost the immune system. Elderberries. Elderberries. Let me show you guys. Hold on. I'm going to share my screen. You guys don't know what elderberries are. This is elderberries. I don't know if you guys can see my screen. Let me check. Okay, there you go. All right. You see my screen. Okay, good. This is elderberries. This is actually a fruit. They are berries, right? And people use these berries in abundance. Let me tell you something. There are groups on Facebook created by white people who they create elderberry groups on Facebook just to talk about elderberries. Okay, elderberry is one of them. Listen, man, this fruit is an immune boosting fruit. Okay, it boosts the immune system. It helps with cold and cough. Okay, a lot of vitamins and mineral in this one fruit right there. Elderberries, very simple. See, I'm not giving y'all some strange herb and some strange stuff to go try and search for somewhere. I gave you something very simple. Elderberries, one of the best fruit that you can put in your system, loaded with antioxidant that's going to boost the immune system. You can give it to the children, not the elderberry syrup. Stay away from the syrup because syrup is made with a ton of sugar and you don't want to give yourself or your children sugar. Okay. That's just going to bring up the blood sugar more, especially if you have diabetes or your kids. Between elderberry syrup and elderberry tonic, you want to get them, you either make it yourself or you get them the tonic, not the syrup, because the syrup is loaded with sugar. Here's another thing you can give to yourself and your children. Sorrel. You guys know what sorrel is. A lot of you guys have gotten your sorrel from me, right? Sorrel is loaded with antioxidant, and anything that has antioxidant in it is going to boost your immune system. Anything. And one of the thing that you need to do before you start taking those things is you want to cleanse first, because the body is not going to be able to absorb what you're taking in if you don't cleanse the system first. So you need to do a cleanse first, and then you start taking in the good stuff, right? So do a cleanse. So I'm going to show you guys some simple cleanse that you can do now and start preparing your body for the fall, man. And your children, listen, I was 5 years old when my grandmother started giving us cleanse. And now I'm not telling you what to do with your children. Okay, they're your children. If you don't feel comfortable giving your 5-year-old a cleanse, that's your decision, right? That is your decision. I'm only telling you how I was raised. As young as 5 years old, my grandmother was giving us a little something called a flush. In Jamaica, we call it a washout, right? Because it's literally washing your system out, right? We would have to fast all day. I've been fasting since I was 5 years old because we were forced to, while you're cleansing, you got to fast. You can't eat nothing while you're cleansing. So all day we're fasting, no eating. And the elders were watching us, making sure we're not eating anything. Why did they make us cleanse at that age? Because, children eat sweets a lot. We eat a lot of sugar, a lot of sweet fruits. Fruits have a lot of sugar in it. So grandma wanted to make sure that, our immune system is strong. and get rid of all that excess sugar that we're eating from the candies and the mangoes and the sugar cane and all this stuff that we're eating back home. So cleansing. So we weren't really eating processed food. We weren't eating processed food. A lot of what we were eating was just a lot of fruits, and fruits have a lot of sugar, and some candies, right? But you're in the United States, you're eating, your children are eating a lot of processed food, a lot of processed food. They really need to cleanse, and you need to prepare your children for the winter that's coming, because there's a bad winter coming. They're prepared. Listen, while they're preparing for you and your children, you're out here just partying it up. Is there a difference between sorrel and hibiscus? Sorrel is a part of the hibiscus family. This is very confusing, not to me, but to a lot of people. Hibiscus is used for another plant, right? But people get it confused. But the sorrel is also, the word hibiscus is used to describe a subset of different variety of plant, right? The sorrel is kind of in that variety, right? Is a part of that variety. But no, hibiscus and sorrel are two separate plants. Yeah, they're not the same. So I'm going to share my screen again. And this time I'm going to, for those of you who don't remember, I am going to share my screen again and show you guys where you can go to do some cleanse. Okay. Give them to your children if you must. Not forcing you and telling you what you need to do. I'm just giving you some warnings here. If you come here, okay, the name of this website is Grassroot Botanicals, Grassroot Botanicals. I will put the link in the in the chat there in a second, right? Okay. If you come to this website and go to health programs, right, and scroll down, you're going to see a bunch of cleanse here. The parasite cleanse is there. The gallbladder and liver cleanse is there. There is a cleanse here to unblock the arteries so that you don't get erectile dysfunction for the men, right? So that you don't get a stroke or a heart attack. So this is good for people who are struggling with diabetes, okay? This right here, that's called Unblock the Arteries. This is very good for people who are struggling with diabetes, okay? The parasite cleanse as well is very good for people who are struggling with diabetes, especially type 2 diabetes. Type 1, you cannot fix. Here, down here, is a program called the 45-day antivirus program. This program, everybody should be doing. Everybody. This is an antivirus program. And I will tell you that this program was put together by master herbalist Patrick Delve. This is a 45-day antivirus program. Down here again is a program for type 2 diabetic people. It's a type 2 diabetic program, but this one is a 35-day diabetic program, right? This program right here is for people who have a lot of mucus, a lot of excessive amount of mucus in the system. This is the mucusless cleanse. Down here is for those of you who smoke or used to smoke and you have COPD or some type of lung condition. This is for you. This is going to help you to get rid of your COPD, okay? This program right here is to eliminate kidney stones. And you come to this website, there's a lot of programs there to help you guys, right? And you can give the gallbladder cleanse to your children. You can give that cleanse to your children, okay? I'm sorry, I'm just reading the chat. If you guys have any question, ask me before I go. Just wanted to show you guys that little articles there. So now they're saying that people who took the needle, because you know what it is, you know why people ran and took that needle? They thought that if they took the needle, they would be the ones out here just not wearing a mask and laughing at those of us who don't take the needle, right? But now they're finding out that doesn't work for them now. They are going to have to mask up too, because the needle that they're giving out, they're going to make it so that you have to go back and keep taking it. If you took the first one and the second one, there's going to be some new variant that you're going to have to keep taking a third one and a fourth one and a fifth one and this and that and blah, 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 and just keep going and going and going until you can't go no more. And then you're in your grave. That's just pretty much what it's going to be. Right. Your choice, though. I can't tell y'all what to do. I'm just giving the information. What are the liquid vitamins that you suggest to get? Just about any supplement, but just in liquid form. I currently take liquid iron. I take liquid vitamin B vitamins like the B100 complex. I take a lot of sea moss because sea moss has a lot of, if you don't take sea moss, then, that's, you don't have to. But I take sea moss regularly because sea moss has a lot of nutrients in it. But I also do take a liquid iron that I take regularly because, liquid iron causes a lot of, a lack of iron is what I meant to say. An iron deficiency cause illness, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Iron deficiency cause illness. So just make sure that you're getting checked for, make sure that your iron is not low. A lot of people losing their hair, fatigue, just feeling tired and not, you feeling tired, but you can't stay asleep for long, just a lot of fatigue and weight gain or weight loss or whatever, iron deficiency can really mess you up. So check your iron and, make sure that you are getting enough iron. All right. Beet juice as well. Anything. And listen, also sorrel is very good for low iron because sorrel, anything that is red, like the brother just say, beet, right? Beet, sorrel, because they have the color of the blood. So they coincide with the blood, right? Cherries, anything that is red in color is good for the blood and good for iron, provide a lot of iron to the body. So let me share my screen one more time. Give me 1 second, guys. This right here, someone asked about the sorrel. This right here is sorrel, right? If you want sorrel, it is on this website, Grassroot Botanicals. Okay, I get my sorrel straight from Jamaica. We have a lot of sorrel in Jamaica. This right here is sorrel. It's Jamaican sorrel, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I drink that like water. I drink that all. I'm constantly drinking sorrel. When I get my hands on soursop, sea moss, I'm constantly drinking. This is what I do throughout the day. I just drink water and homemade anything. Erica Amos, where do I get my sea moss? You must be new to my channel. Girl, I sell sea moss. My sea moss is shipped straight from Jamaica. My sister in Jamaica, those of you guys know me, I'm from Jamaica. My family lives back home in Jamaica. My sister is in Jamaica. So I get the sea moss straight from home. They ship it to me here in bulk. And so we sell sea moss. I sell the moss. So she goes and she get it from the locals, I'm not going to tell y'all where she get it from, but she get it from the local fishermen, right? And so our sorrel comes straight from the ocean, fresh. And so she just get it. She dries the sorrel, just spread it out in the sun. It's sun dried, and then she packages it and ship it to me. So I have tons and tons of it. Not sorrel, I meant to say sea moss. The sea moss, yes. So she get the sea moss and she dry it and ship it to me here in bulk. Let me show you guys where that is since you ask. So I get my sea moss straight from home, honey, straight from my family, ship it right here to me. Let me show you where you can go and find your, why do I keep saying sorry? Sea moss. There we go. Let me show you guys where you can go find the sea moss. Okay. The website is called JamaicaSeaMoss.com. JamaicaSeaMoss.com. This is the website right here. JamaicaSeaMoss.com. This is my sister's website. And yes, we ship to everybody in the United States. If you live in the US, we ship it to you. This is the website, and I'm going to copy and paste the link in the chat. Let me say something about the sea moss, right? Let me just say something about the sea moss real quick. Most people in the United States who consume sea moss are not familiar with what real sea moss look like. Natural sea moss is not white, okay? I have done so many videos explaining that. If you go back on this channel and scroll down, you'll see me doing tons of video on sea moss. Natural sea moss is not white because anything in the ocean is not white. Most things in the ocean are not white. They're either colorful, some type of different colors. They're not white, okay? Natural sea moss growing in the ocean have different varieties of colors, okay? Purple, green, just different colors. Yes, there are green sea moss. A lot of people don't know that. I've been right there at the ocean where the guys come out with green sea moss, just holding up the green moss, freshly picked from the ocean. Okay, so they're green moss, they're purple moss. What happened is when you take the moss out of the ocean and you put fresh water on the moss, right? That fresh water turned the color of the moss. It removes some of that natural color from the moss. That's just how it is naturally. Because when the natural iodine and the natural sea salt in the ocean is what is really giving the color of the moss. And so once you take the moss from the ocean and you dry it in the sun and you wash it with fresh water, you tend to lose some of that color. Okay. And that's why we don't wash our moss. So if you go to that website, you're going to see that our moss is purple. That's a natural color. It's going to be purple. Now, if you see us selling the moss that is not so purple, that's because we put fresh water on it, because sometimes when we take the moss from the ocean, there's a lot of sand on it. And so a lot of the times the fishermen, they like to pour some fresh water on it to get some of that sand off of it. And it's fine. That's totally fine. So that's not to say that the ones that's not all the way purple is bad. It's just that they use fresh water to wash it off a little bit to get some of the sand off. But just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information on the moss. Most of what we sell is purple moss. Okay. Can I use honey in elderberry? Yes, you could. You can definitely use a little bit of honey in your elderberry. Absolutely. For those of you, let me share my screen again. For those of you who are looking for elderberries, you can find elderberries here. You can find elderberry here, or here's an elderberry that I've already created. Make for you guys. This here is a tonic. It's not a syrup. Syrup is filled with sugar, and we don't do syrup over here, okay? So this is called an elderberry tonic, and there are some other herbs in here, okay? There is an herb in here that is also good for asthma, for people who have asthma, for the children, the babies suffering from asthma. There's an herb in here that is good for asthma, respiratory condition. So just to let you guys know, there's a couple of herbs in here that helps as well if you're suffering from asthma. All right. So this is a respiratory tonic that I have created for anyone that is suffering from respiratory condition. It has elderberries in there. It has an herb called lobelia in there. In the Caribbean, we call it an asthma herb because it's one of the best herbs for asthma, respiratory condition. All right. So there are some good herbs in that as well. I take that myself. Let me tell you guys something. These things are always in my house. Always in my, are y'all ever seen me come on camera sick? Have y'all ever seen me sick before? Nope. I'm always on top of things. Always on top of things, man. What herb is good to melt belly fat? I'm glad you asked. I actually, Sister Chanel Thomas, I'm actually in the middle of putting together a program for weight loss, right? And I actually, about 2 days ago, just finished putting together a herbal formula for just the question you just asked me, to melt belly fat. Now, I'm going to say this to you guys, Sister Chanel. There is no magical herb that is going to melt belly fat, okay? All this infomercial, I deal with herbs, okay? There is literally no magical herb that is going to just magically just make belly fat just melt. It doesn't work like that. Yes, there are some herbs that helps, number one, to help with water, water retention, to help you get rid of that excess water in the system. And yes, it target areas of the body as well, the formula that is going to help to get rid of the excess fat that you have hanging in places that it's not supposed to be. However, you can't be taking these herbs while you're eating Burger King and McDonald's and pizza. You see what I mean? That's the key. Yes, they're going to help you lose the weight, but you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. You can't just sit there, be eating all this nonsense while you're drinking the tea and expecting it that it's gonna just magically disappear. You're going to have to put in the work. Yes, the herbs does work. The herbs, they do work to help the fat, to get rid of the excessive fat. And they also do work to help get rid of excessive water weight, especially for those of you sisters, every month you get your period, right? These herbs also help to get rid of excessive water weight gain, right? That's what they do, because some of them are diuretic herbs, right? So, but you do have to put in some work by not consuming the foods that are making you fat and then drink the tea and expect the thing to just work miracle. That's not how it works. And you're going to have to get up and exercise too. How do you avoid these food with having children? I don't know if you're a brother, but Israel Lewis, let me say this to you, right? When I was growing up, as a child, I knew as a child that I'm the child and the elders were the one that was raising us. We're not raising them. And I say all that to say to you, my brother, I think you're a brother, you're raising the children, they're not raising you. So what you say should go. You're the parent. So I'm what am I missing here? What am I missing? You're raising your kids. You get to decide what you put in that cart at the supermarket and take home for your children. It's that simple. You guys need to learn to say no to your children. Saying no doesn't mean you don't love them. What are you talking about? Saying no is just that. Say no. Saying no is love. That's what that is, right? You decide what you put in that cart and take home to your children. You don't have to put junk food and take home to your children. You don't have to take your children to McDonald's and Burger King. Say no. You buy them the healthy stuff. And if they don't eat it tonight, when hungry start hitting them, they're going to eat. I guarantee you, they're going to eat. Let me tell you something. My grandmother, listen, there was years ago when I was young, I did not like soursop. I don't know why I didn't like soursop, right? And my grandmother knew that soursop was good for me. And you know what she did? They make the soursop, right? They made other drink, but they gave me the soursop. I didn't want the soursop. I didn't have anything else to drink. Eventually, I drank that shit because I needed something to drink. And eventually, I started to like soursop. You see what I mean? Because there was nothing else. There was nothing else to drink. I needed something. I needed some juice. Everybody else was drinking their juice. They weren't giving me none. I didn't want the soursop. My grandmother knew you need to drink the soursop. It's good for you. You need to drink it, right? And she made it so that there was nothing else available to me. I had no choice but to love that damn soursop. And today you can't stop me from drinking soursop today because I love it. You see, bitter herbs, the same thing. We were trained to drink these things. We were trained to eat the way that I eat right now. We were trained by our elders because they knew the importance and how important these things are to our body. It's your responsibility as a parent to train your children, man. That's why the scripture said, train up a child in the way he should go. What does the scripture say? Train up a child. It's your responsibility to train your children, man. Joel Benjamin is in the house. What's up, brother Joel? There you go. One of the biggest problem with Black people that I see, especially my brothers and sisters right here in America, you spoil your children. You're not training them. You just let them run amok and do whatever they want. And you think that just because you spank them or you correct them that you don't love them or whatever. No. It is your job to train your children. Train up a child in the way they should go. And when they're old, 9 times out of 10, listen, I have not departed from what my elders have taught me about health. Just want to throw that out there. So to answer your question, my brother Israel, to answer your question, how do you avoid this food with having children? It's on you, my brother. It's on you. You're the parent. You choose what you give to your children. Your children should not have a choice. Your children should not have a choice. You should choose what you choose to give to your children, whether you're choosing McDonald's and Burger King and fast food and junk food, or you're choosing to give them healthy food. That's your choice as a parent. And if you're not doing your job, then you might need to take a little bit of self-evaluation there. That's all I'm saying. All right. A lot of our people do not exercise. Yep. That's one of the biggest problems we're having in the Black community, especially when it comes to Black women, right? Exercise. They don't want to hear it. They celebrate the fat and the obesity. A lot of them don't want to hear it when I say it. The fat and the obesity. They celebrate it. Brother Joel, I'm trying to make you a moderator, but I don't know how to do that. So maybe you'll show me another time. All right. Yes, guys, if you're in here and you haven't hit the like button, let me just say this. You are off. Okay. You're off. And you guys need to repent, as my husband would say. You guys need to repent. Uh, yeah. Brother Negro only. Let me say this right. Didn't plan to stay on here for too long, but let me say this. What the problem with Black folks, especially, and I'm speaking on Black women because I'm a woman, right? The problem with Black women is we use our guilt because we feel ashamed of where we fumble and blunder, and you are. No, you're not. No, you're not, Joelle. You're not a moderator. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it. I can't. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Black woman, for some reason, you tell them to lose weight, and it's like you're cursing at them. Oh, it does. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, um, you tell Black women to lose weight, to exercise, and it's a big problem. I don't understand it. Sisters, it doesn't it listen, if if you spend more than an hour on your cell phone every day, right? If you spend even 30 minutes on your cell phone texting, right? If you're at work and you get an hour for lunch, for God's sake, take 30 minutes of that hour and go for a walk around the block. Walk with a pair of sneaker. Put a pair of sneaker in your bag, right? When you get on your lunch break at work, put on your sneaker and go walking. That's what I used to do. Trust me, I'm very motivated when it comes to exercising. I'm up early in the morning. I'm around the block. I'm jogging. I'm going to the gym. I'm weightlifting. Yeah, I lift weight. I have people and I have women in my group telling me that women should not be lifting weights because it's masculine. Get out of here with that nonsense. Okay. We lift weights over here. We do push-ups over here. We jog and run over here. That's what we do. Anyway, sisters really need to exercise, and obesity is one of the problem why a lot of our children and people are ending up in the emergency room. Obesity, because your immune system is so weak and you keep getting all these respiratory condition, all these respiratory infection, and you don't know what to do, and you're in the emergency room begging the doctor for something. Many sisters believe that losing weight will make them look like white women. Oh, please. Listen, once again, that's an excuse. Listen, let me tell y'all something, right? The black women have some of the most excuse on the planet. You tell the black woman to stop wearing the weaves and the wigs, and they will give you a million excuse why they need. Oh, it's the protective style, it's this, that, and a third. What are you protecting, for God's sake? Let me just say this to y'all. As a black woman, I don't do protective styles. To hell with all that nonsense protective style. And y'all see, go back and watch my videos. You see my hair. I got hair on my head, right? I don't do protective. It's an excuse. It is an excuse. And just our women spend more time on their hair than they do trying to lose weight. You got these big black women out here, their hair is on fleek, their eyelashes are on fleek, their eyebrows are on fleek, their nails are on fleek, everything is on fleek, but their weight, they're overweight. They're on Instagram shaking it and twerking. 280 pounds with the long weaves on fleek. What's going on, sisters? What is going on? Okay, I don't want to deviate from what I really wanted to talk about, but yeah, Listen. Listen, let me say this, right? I work out regularly, and I sure as hell don't look like a white woman. Because we are built different. We're shaped different. We're shaped different, right? We have curves, we have behind. You can't look like it. Just work out and get toned. Get yourself in shape. Bring that stomach down. That's what it boils down to. Listen, as women, for those of you sisters who are married, let me say this, right? Hello, listen to me now, sisters, right? For those of you sisters who are married, just because you got the man, don't mean you shouldn't take care of yourself, okay? You need to still be out there exercising, okay? Men are visual creatures. Let me say that again. The brothers are not saying it, but I'm going to say it. Men are visual creatures. They like to look at your figure. They like to look at you. Okay, you put on a nice little sexy dress, they like to look at it, okay? And when you let yourself go and let yourself become big and obese, you think he ain't looking at somebody else? I'm just saying. Just saying. Sisters, get yourself in shape, all right? For your husband, for God's sake. Get yourself in shape. Keep yourself up for your husband. Listen, my husband and I are in the gym together. We work out together. You're damn right. You're damn right. When my husband met me, when I met my husband, we knew that we had we knew we have a lot in common. But one of the things that we had in common was fitness. Okay. When he met me, I was a jogger. I was out there jogging. I was doing my thing. I was in the gym. That's one of the many things that we had in common. Fitness. I've always been into fitness. Okay. Weightlifting, running, all of that. All right. Keep it up, sisters, and see what happened. You single sisters. Okay. Listen, how you carry yourself depend on the type of men you're going to attract. Okay. I just want to throw that out there. How you carry yourself, how you present yourself really depend the type of man you attract. It depends on how you present yourself and how you're carrying yourself. And some of you sisters are not presenting yourself in a good way. Okay. And that's why you're not attracting the quality of men that you're trying to attract, because those type of men are not looking for what you're offering. You're overweight, you're obese, you're this and that, you're wearing the long weave, the long eyelashes, the this and that and the other. And you're expecting to get some good quality of guy, and that's why you're not attracting those guys, you see. And then you attract the bum, and those relationships don't last because you need to work on yourself, sis. That's all I'm saying. Work on you. Put yourself together. Exercise. Stay healthy. And you will attract the right type of guy. Trust me, it'll happen. It'll happen. Yeah, the CDC sure as hell is not telling people to eat right and exercise because, that needle is their solution. My husband had a stroke prior to me meeting him. He was a martial artist and gym rat. Here's let me respond to Sister. I don't want to butcher your name, Sister Yisrael. Let me say this to you, right? I'm glad you brought that up. You said your husband had a stroke prior to you meeting him, and you said prior to that he was a martial artist and a gym rat. Let me say this to you, right? A lot of people spend a lot of time in the gym working out, and that's all they do. They eat like crap. They don't cleanse. They don't eat the right food. Working out alone is not going to keep you healthy. Let me say that right now. Working out alone is not going to keep you healthy. And that's why you see a lot of these bodybuilders are dying young, because they spent their time lifting weights in the gym 24 hours a day. But then watch what they're eating. They're out there going to McDonald's and Burger King. You see, it's the food that is causing the hardening in the arteries and causing blockage in the system and lack of blood circulation that's going to give you a heart attack and a stroke. It's what you're eating. So yeah, even though somebody could be working out all day, but what are they consuming? That's the question. And are they cleansing? So there has to be some balance there. There has to be some balance. My brother Hostel, brother Hostel, one of these days I'm gonna get you on this live. I'm gonna bring you on my channel, because I'm curious to know. I want you to explain to us what the MGTOW is all about. I know what it is about, but I gotta get you on my channel one day so we can chop it up. And you are a hostile MGTOW. That's scary, brother. You're my brother, though. I love you, though. But come on now, brother. I need you to explain that to us. My brother, hostile. Ah, boy. Oh, boy. You guys have any question before I go? Any question before I go? Working out alone won't help you stay healthy. No, it won't. No, it won't. And if you follow me on Facebook, if you follow me, you should know that. I create balance. There's you guys see me working out. I post a lot of that in my group, and you also see what I do. Back in April, we did the 14-day parasite cleanse, right? I'm very transparent with you guys. Every time I'm doing a cleanse, I announce it. I tell you guys what I'm doing, right? All the stuff that I'm taking, I show it to you guys. And a lot of the things that you see on this website there is what I take, okay? Let me share that again. Let me share it again one more time before I go. This website here is called Grassroot Botanicals, right? That's sea moss right there. For those of you who are too lazy to make the moss yourself, I've been told by a lot of people, sis, I'm too lazy. I don't want to make it. That's fine. That is fine. The gel is right here. Okay. Got the gel right here. You got the elderberry tonic right there. For those of you or your children who suffering from cough, all right, and asthma, that right there is for your asthma, all right. We have the parasite cleanse here. We got just about everything for brothers and sisters on this website. I have something here for the women who are suffering from fibroids and PCOS and ovarian cysts, okay, right there. We have something for the kidneys and the bladder. And we have in the form of liquid, we have something for the liver, for eczema. For those of you children and adults suffer from eczema, we have something here for both men and women to take care of the lymphatic system right there. We have something for the heart. We have something for cold, flu, and asthma again over here. We have a formula here that's going to help you with weight loss. All right. We have something for those of you who are struggling to stay awake. To stay asleep. We have a sleep aid. And, for those of you, let me talk to you guys about this for a second, right? This right here is going to help people who are struggling with depression and who are having issues with the nervous system. And for those of you who are having problems sleeping at night, this is a sleep and nerve supplement. Help with anxiety, help with the adrenal gland, and it helps you to sleep. But you're going to have to do a cleanse before you start taking it. Otherwise, your body will not absorb it properly, okay? We have a lot of stuff here for you guys, a lot of stuff. We have some bitter roots here. There we go. And a lot of other stuff. Right there that I have personally made available for everyone. Why? Because you guys asked me to. All of those things right there are things that you guys have been asking me for that I have put together. Sis, do you have anything for type 2 diabetes? Yes, I put it there for you guys. Sis, do you have anything for my child have eczema? Yes, there it is, right? Sis, what do you have for X, Y, and Z? I put it all together and it's right there on that website for you guys. That's what I do. That's what I do. Because when you ask me, where do I go get it? I don't know. I don't know who have it. So what I did was I created it for you. That's what I do. All right. Let me see. So how about lower leg swelling? I see this a lot with brothers under 35. Well, I'm going to need more information. Leg swelling. Do they have diabetes? They have some type of kidney problem. I don't know. Leg swelling. Yeah. Sounds like some type of circulation problem going on. Yeah. Too much salt, maybe. Their diet. Listen, let me say this. I'm going to make this very simple for you guys, right? Let me make this very simple for you guys. Very simple. If I'm talking to every single body that is watching this live right now. If everyone would simply do a cleanse at least every 3 months, a cleanse, yes, a flush, yes, every 3 months, change their diet, start eating more plant foods and less processed food, drink more water, get rid of the sodas, right? And take some bitter herbs every now and then. I guarantee you, I guarantee you, your health condition would improve. You see, it's that simple. It's called maintenance. Maintenance. I'm giving you guys a secret. See, this is a secret here. Listen to Sister Malika again. I'm going to repeat myself again. If you guys do a simple cleanse, and let me give you guys a simple cleanse, the gallbladder cleanse. I shared it earlier. I'm going to share it again when I'm done talking. The gallbladder cleanse. If you get up every 3 months, right? Make it, put it on, tape it on your refrigerator, put it in your bedroom, put it on your bathroom mirror, put it somewhere in the house where you're going to see it every day. Just make it your duty every 3 months, every 90 days, do a flush. Flush the system out. Eliminate all the crap, or at least 90% of the crap that you're eating, and start eating healthier and take some herbs. I guarantee you, all this swelling in the leg, all this heartburn, all this blah, 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 disappear. Gone. That's it. It's that simple. People are making this too complicated. It really isn't that complicated, guys. Put good things in the body and your body will give you good result. It's that simple. If you wake up and go outside and pour water in your gas tank, what do you think is going to happen? Go put some sodas in your gas tank and see what happened. Do you see what I'm saying? There are certain things that we should not be putting in our bodies. It's that simple. There are certain things that we should not be putting in our system. When was the last time you did a cleanse? Good question, Brother Joel. I want y'all that are watching, just put one in the chat. if you have done a cleanse within the last 6 months. Put one in the chat. And don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. I need to see something. Last time you did a cleanse in the last 6 months, put one in the chat. Majority of our people are not cleansing. Not cleansing. Haven't seen one. Not one yet. There you go. No one is cleansing. All right. All right. Sister Rolinda says she did the 21-day cleanse. Good for you, sister. Now, for people who have medical conditions, you're going to need more than what I just say. Okay. You're going to need to do more. All right. You're going to need to go on programs. Okay. If you're suffering from diabetes type 2, you need to go on the diabetic, the 35-day diabetic program. All right. If you have any type of illness that you're struggling with, you need to go on some type of program to get rid of that illness. All right. One of the best programs that I recommend to people is the 14-day parasite cleanse. It's going to help you with a lot of stuff. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Yeah. All right, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna just need to see how many of you guys have hit the like button. I just want to see how many of you guys have hit the like button. Hold on. Have hit the. Let me see. All right. Okay. All right. You guys have repented. Okay. I'm going to share my screen one more time before I go, right? I just want to say this, right? I am challenging those of you who are watching. Every 90 days, do the gallbladder flush. Every 90 days, do the gallbladder flush. I'm going to say it again. Every 90 days, do the gallbladder flush. Brothers, I'm going to say this to you brothers that are watching me, right? My husband, you guys know who he is, comes home about every 90 days or so, and he says, honey, make me a cleanse. Just put together the cleanse for me. I don't even have to tell him to take the cleanse. He comes home and asks for it. I kid you not. He comes home and asks for a cleanse because he knows when he needs one. His body tells him when he needs one. And if you are a human being with a body and a brain, your body should tell you that something is wrong and you need a cleanse. I'm going to give you guys some of the signs that your body is telling you, that your body is giving you, that is telling you that it needs a cleanse. Headache. You just wake up one day and you have migraine. Migraine that lasts for a while, right? Stomach cramps. Your stomach is just cramping, hurting, right? Stomach bloating. You just bloated. Your gut is just big and bloaty for no reason at all. Well, there is a reason, right? But you don't know. Just big gut, right? Acid reflux. Every time you eat something, you're burping, your chest is burning, right? Constipation. This is the big one. This is the big one of all. Constipation. You're hardly going to the bathroom. Whenever you go to the bathroom, you're straining, right? Or you're only going a couple times a week, right? Couple times a week. You're only going once a day, even though you're eating 5 times a day. You're going once a day or 2 times a day, right? You're only going 3 times a week. And you're eating all day, every day, but you're only going to the bathroom 3 or 4 times a week. That's bad. That is very bad. Constipation means death. That's what we say in the herbal world. Constipation is equal to death. It's a slow death. Death is slowly creeping up on you if you're struggling with constipation. Let me repeat that again. Death is slowly creeping up on you if you are struggling with constipation. I am talking to you. You who are watching and you're struggling with constipation. If you don't do something about it right now, death is slowly creeping on you. I'm talking to you. You need to flush the colon. You need to flush the intestinal organs. You're constipated because you have what I like to call a traffic jam in your gut. You have backed up waste sitting in your gut. And what's happening sometimes also, people get constipated when they get a tumor in the colon, and that tumor is blocking the passage. Yep, that happened to a lot of people because you have so much waste in the colon, right? And in the intestinal organs, you have a tumor sitting there in the passage, blocking the path of the feces, and now you can't go. You're constipated because you have that tumor blocking. You see what I mean? Don't ever let that happen. Constipation is a warning from your body that you need a cleanse. Another warning is skin problem, eczema, psoriasis, all of these skin problem on your scalp, dandruff, itching all day long. That's gut problem. You need a cleanse, for God's sake. You need to cleanse. I'm giving y'all some game here. Soak it up. You need some cleanse. Cleanse the system. And seriously, how many times do I share a simple cleanse and ask you guys to just do it? I've had people who sat in my group for years, right? And watch me do all these cleanse. And then all of a sudden, 5 years later, they come to me, hey sis, I just got a diagnosis from my doctor. I am pre-diabetic, blah, 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 blah. Sis, brother, when was the last time you do a cleanse? Yeah, I haven't done one. Really? Really? That's a problem. That's a problem. That's always been the problem with Black folks. You hear the warning, you see the storm coming, but because it didn't hit you yet, you didn't do anything. You didn't prepare yourself until you actually got hit. Until you actually got hit. That has always been the mindset of our people. We don't react. I mean, we're not proactive. We react when shit hits the fan. That's what we do. We are not proactive. We are very reactive people. Oh, let's just party it up, have fun, turn up until shit hits the fan. And now it's like, oh my God. That has always been the problem with our people, man. That's why we're getting caught up out there. While everyone else is preparing, gathering, we're out here partying it up and turning up. And that's why we're always getting caught up. That's why. Can't say I didn't warn you, though. Can't say I didn't warn you. Yeah, you're going to look back and say, you know what? The sister was right. She did warn us. Listen, if you ain't going to do it for yourself, do it for the goddamn children. That's all I'm saying. Do it for the children. Give your children some cleanse. Hey, what's also good for high blood pressure? The cleanse? High blood pressure is sickness in the body. And if you're sick, you need to cleanse. Anything that your body is not supposed to have is sickness. And if you have sickness, you need to flush it out. You need to get rid of it. So, of course, cleanse is good for high blood pressure. Of course. Absolutely. And I'm gonna put up I have a high blood pressure formula that I'm gonna be putting on that website shortly. Yeah. formula for high blood pressure is going to be up on that website. All right. I'm going to share my screen again one more time. And I think my brother Joel Benjamin shared the cleanse, the link to the cleanse in the chat, but I'm going to share it again. For those of you who were watching, I guess from Facebook or anywhere else, and you're not able to see it, let me share it again. All right. Here's where you go. You're going to go to Grassroots Botanicals. You're going to the health program section, right? Very, very simple health program. And here is your cleanse right here. Okay. You're going to download them and use them. This is the gallbladder cleanse. Let me click on it for you. There it is right there. This is something that is very simple that you're going to make at home and take it and give it to your children. All right. It's called the gallbladder and liver cleanse. The gallbladder and liver cleanse. Let me highlight it for you. There you go. Gallbladder and liver cleanse. All right. And there are other cleanse there for anybody. The brother who asked me about swollen leg, right here. Let me show you right here. The parasite cleanse. This right here. Let me come back and talk to you guys for a second. That gallbladder, that parasite cleanse right there is one of the most popular cleanse that I have on that website. I've had white folks doing that cleanse. I kid you not. You see, I don't listen. Brothers and sisters, let me say this to you, right? They might not come on the live when I'm on, but white folks are watching. Oh, yes, they are. Yeah, white folks doing that cleanse. I got white folks calling my phone asking me about the cleanse. Oh, yeah. See, y'all are the ones that are partying it up and getting turned up. White people are preparing themselves. They're learning from us. They come here, they watch silently. Yes, they do. They buy the CMOS too. Oh, yeah, I get the phone calls from them. Hi, folks. How y'all doing? I kid you not. And they do what I'm telling you guys to do. They sure do. They call my phone. I watch your channel. I went to your website. Can you please explain this to me? Can you please explain that to me? Oh, yeah. Trust me. For those of you guys who have ever called my 800 number, that's the number they call. And they call me and they ask questions and they want to know, how do we do it? How do I do it? Can you talk me through it? Can you help me with this? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. White folks, they do it. They do those cleanse. They do the parasite cleanse. They do the gallbladder cleanse. Yes, they do. I kid you not. Y'all are the ones that are out here wasting time while they're coming to me and other people like myself trying to get their life together. You think I'm them? Well, they're spending the money. Hello? See, this is a public business. They want it, I'm giving it to them. It's that simple. So y'all sit around and joke around. I'm sitting here begging you guys to take care of yourself. These people are not even, they're sitting back watching quietly. And then they're coming to me asking me, hey, okay, can you walk me through the process? Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely, sir. I've had one, a young white guy called my phone asking me, he watched my video about the CMOS. He said he went to some small island somewhere and he saw the guys drinking the CMOS and, something about, the guys, they the libido and all that stuff. And he didn't know how to make it. And who do you think he called? Oh, yeah, he called me. Want to know, how do I make it? What do he wanted CMOS from me. We ship it all the way from Jamaica to him. You're damn right we did. Ship it all the way from Jamaica to him. When he finally got the package, he opened it up. I'm ready to make it. Can you help me? You see what I mean? See, these people sit back and they watch. But not only do they watch, they put it into action. You see what I mean? You guys, you sit, you watch, and then as soon as I log off, you go back to your life and you do nothing. Majority of you guys, you sit, watch, and you do nothing. And that's why you're getting caught up out there. So the purpose of this live here was for me to tell you again before I go, prepare yourself, prepare your children. Start taking things now to prepare your immune system against what they have coming in the fall, because something is coming in the fall. As for me and my house, we're good. We're good. Everything that you see on that website there, I have all of that and more right here in this house that we implement in our daily life. We ain't waiting for fall. We ain't waiting for winter. We're doing it now. My husband and I are on top of things, on top of it. You see, in conjunction with the fact that we work out, you guys see his videos, always doing push-ups, always in the gym working out. I do the same thing, up in the gym, up outside running, because not only does exercise help with weight loss, yes, but it also helps with the respiratory and the immune system. Hello. For those of you who sit back, obese, overweight, and you refuse to work out, right? When shit hits the fan and you can't breathe, okay, because you can barely walk, right? Because you're overweight. You can't barely walk down a flight of stairs. You can barely take 2 steps down the block. If something was happening, you can't run, okay? Because you have not been exercising the respiratory system, right? Breathe, run. You build up the respiratory system when you exercise. That's how you strengthen the immune system and the respiratory system. Exercising helps with that as well. Hello. All right. Okay. All right. Reading y'all comment here. If you're in the room, hit the like button. And does anybody have any questions before I go? I'm gonna log off now. You're right. Exercise is good. Exercise is good for. Listen, exercise is good for any illness, and exercise is good even if you don't have an illness. I don't have any illness, but I exercise. See, because exercise helps to prevent illness. It is a conjunction of exercising, cleansing, right? Putting in things in the body that is going to help to strengthen the immune system, right? You're not going to get all of the nutrients from your fruits and veggies, unfortunately, because the soil is depleted of its nutrient. So unfortunately, you're going to have to supplement. This is where the supplement comes in, right? Your liquid supplement. You're going to have to supplement by taking liquid supplements, right? You're going to have to take some herbs. Yes, because herbs help to slowly detox the system and help the body to repair itself. It helps the organs to repair itself. They help to eliminate all those bad cells that turns into cancer in the body, okay? Oh, I'm not supposed to say the word cancer in my life, right? The herbs help with that. The herbs help the system, like the lymphatic system, to slowly drain the bad stuff, the mucus and all the other toxins out of the lymphatic system. Just drain all the waste out of the system, right? That's what the herbs does. The herbs help with excessive water, all the diuretic herb. If you have water retention, this is why a lot of your elderly and other people are taking water pill. Remember the water pill that they used to give the elderly to take? Yeah, there are young people taking that now, right? Water pill, because the body is accumulating excessive water. You don't need that if you're taking herbs. There are herbs called diuretic herb that helps to eliminate excessive water. Oh, and I have that right there on the website. Let me share it again. What does it say? Eliminate water retention, diuretic formula. There you go. Water retention. Oh, yeah. There you go. You don't have to take those water pills. But what do I know? I'm just sitting here talking. All right, guys, you don't have any more questions for me, and I've only been on here for an hour and a half. So thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. All right. I love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Thank you. Your name did not show up here. Facebook user said, I went to your site yesterday and bought some things. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for your support. Even though I can't see your name here. I don't know why. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you guys. Listen, more power. I have a lot of respect for those of my brothers and sisters who are taking heed and implementing the things that people like myself, people like Master Herbalist Patrick Dell, and others are, trying to teach our people and try to get you to get better. I have a lot of brothers who reach out to me. This is why I keep talking about this a lot, right? Because behind the scene, I have a lot of brothers who reach out to me that suffers from ED, erectile dysfunction. And it is a bit embarrassing for most brothers to talk about. So it's not something that a lot of them post in our group on Facebook. So they would rather come behind the scene and they talk, they ask questions. So I'm going to say this to the brothers who are watching. And if you're not here, maybe later on you come on and you're watching this video. I'm going to say this to you brothers, right? Erectile dysfunction is one of the easiest things to get rid of. I'm going to say that again. Erectile dysfunction is one of the easiest things to get rid of. Trust me. Trust me. I'm going to show you guys how to do it before I go. I'm going to show you, instead of explaining it, I am going to show you how you do it before I go. This is for the brothers. Brothers, pay attention. Because when you're having erectile dysfunction, your women are suffering too because they're not getting any, any loving, right? Ain't getting no loving. So you see this right here? Let me click on it for the brothers now. This right here is called Unblock the Arteries, right? This is a program that is downloaded and followed. This is a program that is going to allow, it's a 7 weeks program to help you to unblock the arteries because, let me take a look at you while I'm talking to you now. Because when you are suffering from erectile dysfunction, my brothers, it means that you have a lack of good circulation, good blood circulation. Okay, I'm going to say that again. It means that you're having issues with the blood circulating in your body properly, right? Because your blood is supposed to be moving naturally, moving throughout the body, right? The heart pumps the blood and it's supposed to just flow naturally, right? When you are having issues with erectile dysfunction, my brothers, pay attention, right? It means that the blood is being restricted. There is a restriction in the flow of blood, which means that the plaques in the arteries are restricting the blood and causing the flow of blood to not flow properly, right? So that program there that I just showed you is going to help you to slowly unblock the artery. It's going to unclog the artery, get rid of the plaque in the artery, and bring more blood flow to the penis, because that's what's happening. A lack of blood flow to the penis is what is causing your erectile dysfunction, okay? Not enough blood flow to the penis, right? And here's another thing. If that's happening, it also means that you, brothers, are at risk for a heart attack and a stroke. Because when you have plaques in the arteries that are causing low blood circulation, it means also that you're at risk for a stroke and a heart attack. Hello. So while you're sitting there worrying about your erectile dysfunction, you should also worry about your heart attack. You getting a heart attack and a stroke. So that's why you need to do that program. If you're struggling with erectile dysfunction, my brother, you need to do the program called Unblock the Arteries. That's going to help you to the blood to flow freely, and you're going to get your thing going again. I'm trying to be discreet here, okay? Because I'm talking to the brothers and I don't want to be too wild, right? Okay, so I'm trying to be discreet. But that program is going to help you. Y'all can talk to my brothers. I mean, my brother. This is my blood brother. He has done it. It helped him. Yeah, and that program also is going to help anybody that's struggling with type 2 diabetes as well. Okay, just want to put that out there, and just anybody in general. Yeah. Sister Regina Brown says recommendation for lupus. Lupus is an autoimmune disease. My sister, you need to go on the anti-mucus program. The mucus-less program is going to help you with your mucus, okay? Too much mucus in the system, and get rid of, a lot of people who suffer from mucus is eating fast food and junk food, whether they want to admit it or not. Fried food, fast food, junk food. Eliminate that from your diet. Go on the mucus-less program, and prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Here it is. Let me share it. Here it is right here. The sister who asked me about mucus, the lupus. This is the mucus-less program, right? Right here. It's a program that you're going to download. Go to the Grassroot Botanical website, all right, and download the mucus-less program. Grassroot Botanicals. You see it? There we go. All right, you're going to go to where it says Health Program and go to the mucus-less program right there. Download it and follow the instruction, right? While you eliminate the fried food, the junk food, and the fast food. I cannot tell you how many people I've seen with lupus that is still going to the fast food joints, still eating a lot of processed food, still eating fried chicken. You have a lot of mucus in the system, and that's how you're going to get rid of lupus. Because the body is attacking itself, because your immune system is confused, because you're confusing it with all the crap that you're doing to it. You see, clean up the immune system and you get rid of lupus. I know it sound like it's simple, and it really is. It really is simple. Clean up your immune system, get rid of the excessive mucus and the fatty liver, and you'll get rid of lupus. Trust me. Trust me. All righty. Thank you for the information. Thank you, Sister Sandra Simon. Thank you. Okay. All right, guys. And if you don't have any more questions for me, I'm going to bid you guys a good evening, and I will say have yourself a happy Shabbat for those of you who are watching. I will see you guys later, all right? If you have any more questions, you can ask it in the group, okay? Oh, and I have a video here that I'm going to share with you guys on my way out. For those of you, this video will explain to you what the parasite, some of the things that the parasite cleanse do for your body if you do the cleanse.
Are you struggling with type 2 diabetes, parasite infection, urinary tract infection, an enlarged prostate or prostate cancer, dandruff, inflammatory illnesses, and digestive issues like acid reflux and irritable bowel syndrome. Our 14-day parasite cleanse will slowly help your body to eliminate these conditions and more. Visit grassrootbotanicals.com for the full instruction on how to complete the parasite cleanse and take back your health.
Well, yeah, that's just some of the things that the parasite cleanse do. Believe it or not, my brother struggled with athlete foot for years, and when he did that cleanse, it got rid of it. Yeah, because that cleanse also get rid of fungus. Believe it or not, fungus, because that's what fungus is. Parasite gets rid of fungus. If you are a type 2 diabetic patient, it also slowly, it will slowly get you off of your medication. But there's also a program for that as well. Yeah. All right. Anyway, guys, just wanted to throw that out there. Love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.